Heads. The Northwest is a hotbed for the lookalike business, and it's big business if you look and sound the part. So tonight we've got some of the region's best to tell us what they've been up to since they began their careers in the lookalike business. So let's take a look now at Sally Moore. Now, who do you think she reminds you of? Well, tonight Sally Moore is Madonna. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, thank you.
Marvellous. Now, when did this all start?
I've been singing as Madonna for about 4 years now.
But you're actually a solo artist yourself, haven't you? You've got a single out at the moment.
Out at the minute, yeah. So I'm hoping that'll do very well in the clubs. But,
do you always perform as Madonna or as yourself as well?
I perform as both, really. It depends. I mean, this has been a good platform for me, you know, to do my solo stuff, to give me the kind of experience that you need, you know, to do it, really, and the confidence that you need.
And where do you perform?
All over, performing a lot of big venues, you know, theatres, corporate events, car launches, anything really where they need lookalikes, even just appearing as Madonna.
And it's good fun.
Yeah, it's brilliant at the minute.
Excellent. Well, take a position over there, and we're going to take a look now at our next guest. This is Paul Sutton. Take a close look at him. Now tonight, Paul Sutton is, oh yes, you might have guessed it, Ronan Keating. Good evening. Yes, and the pants to match as well.
Oh yeah, the leather pants, definitely.
Good to see you. Now, what are the drawbacks of being a lookalike?
Oh, the drawbacks, there's so many fan letters and presents from kids and things like that.
It's a tough world, isn't it, in the
Really,
shows?
really tough, yeah.
Now, of course, you're an artist in your own right. You performed in Stars in Their Eyes.
That's it, yeah.
That was great fun.
Brilliant. Matthew Kelly's good mate now, and superb people.
Excellent. Well, we've got a little bit of a clip of that. We can show it right now.
Yeah.
There's a smile on your face, lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes, saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me.
That was a great performance there. I mean, you don't just look like Ronan, you actually sound like him as well. Does that throw people when they first hear you?
Definitely, because people don't know what to expect. They're going to say, is he going to be good, this guy? And as soon as I start singing, I get really, really good applause. It's just fantastic. I've met so many nice people, and I'm living my dream.
Yeah, of course, you don't just rake in the money, you actually give of yourself. You do a lot of charity work, don't you?
I've done a lot of cancer research, yeah, which is very similar to Ronan. I lost my mum when I was 15, and Ronan lost his mum quite recently. She died of cancer as well.
Quite a lot of similarities.
Very similar.
Well, take a position there, because we're going to meet another. Thank you. We're going to meet another star as well. Who does this look like? Now, this is Gerry True. Oh yes, you've guessed it. Tonight, Gerry True is the one and only Rod Stewart. Nice to meet you, Rod. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, you get lots of advantages by being the Rod Stewart, don't you?
Well, yeah, there are advantages. First class on the aircraft, and
that's if they mistake you for the real person.
Well, sometimes I think they know that it isn't, but they still get looked after.
I bet they do. And of course, there's a bit of a showbiz marriage here as well, isn't there?
There is, yes. I'm married to Nova Casper.
No. Really, who are you married to?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. Now, marriage made in heaven there.
Sometimes, on a good day.
Now, do people take a second look when you're actually not in your red suit? That's true.
Yes, I think it's the hairstyle and the big hooter and the mole.
Not at all, not at all. Take a position over there. Can I see you all together lined up? And finally, let's take a look at Diane Shaw. Now, you might recognise her. She's also been on the big Stars in Their Eyes programme, because tonight she is the one and only, yes, Diana Ross. Nice to see you again, Diane.
Hi, how you doing?
We saw you just before the big final. What was it like?
Oh, it was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever had to do in my life. But it was a great experience.
Great experience. Well, let's take a quick look at that now from Stars in Their Eyes. You've done so well there, Diane, of course, and some people even try and take your clothes off you, don't they?
Yes, actually, after a gig one night, the coat was laying on the floor and I walked off stage and forgot it. And lo and behold, some lovely old lady decided she was going to run off with it. Glad
to see that you've got a replacement. Thank you to all our guests. Thanks for joining us. Lucy.
Yeah, great outfit as well. I suppose we can't say the one and only anymore, can we? On to the weather now with someone who looks